Hey there everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris Ormy, and today we're playing Starters Order 6 in our jumps save. Now, in the comments, a couple of suggestions. First one was to sell everyone apart from Danny Girl, which kind of what I was leaning to. We don't have the breeding barn, and I don't feel these are going to be great races anyway, so there's more chance of us losing money with them than gaining. So, Blue Moon up for auction, and Save the Forests up for auction as well. Hopefully, gain a bit of money on them just because they are a little bit better than, or Save the Forests is better than where we got. Blue Moon about the same. Keeping hold of Market Rally though. I was asked to try them out in the Irish Grand National, so I think that's going to be an interesting one. So, going to try and go for 3 Mile 4, see how she runs there. Punterstown National Trial, it's a handicap race over in Ireland. We will see how that one goes. And then, hopefully she'll run well enough for me to put her into the Grand National and not to sell her. So, Irish Grand National might be on the cards there. But Danny Girl, pretty much the one we want to keep. So, we've got a race booked. We're going to go over here. And, yeah. Let's get these auctions underway. Hidden assets. Gone. 1 out of 1 for Patar. I'm not looking to buy horses. I'm not looking to buy horses. Okay. We get 34, nearly 35 there. Let's try and... yeah, there's... there we go, 15 for Save the Forest. Not great. Really not great, but... that's kind of what we have to do there. So let's get ourselves going. Until we get that breeding barn in place, money will be tight. And you can see that that's 390,000, so we're not even halfway towards that yet. It's going to take something really big and spectacular. So let's see, is there anything worth pinching here? America Alive. Be interesting to see what that goes for. Big rating, big reserve, unraced 5-year-old. Be really tempted to see what that one actually goes for. So small money there on Silver Champ, and then under 200. Okay, we could have picked something up there, but no, not really worth the risk of losing money. If there's something I really think is good and we can win on track with and win some money, then of course it is worth picking up, which is why I'm checking all of these auctions. But more often than not, that's not going to be the case. So let's go then. Danny Girl is racing today. Found ourselves another little feature race at 2 Mile 4 furlongs here at Cheltenham. It's not going to be an easy race, but I keep wanting to test Danny Girl. 8th year in the Mersey's Novices Hurdle. Didn't run very well. So, we sweated up there. And then in this one, in the Silver Fox, didn't do too badly. Didn't quite get top 3, but we were in the money. 7 horses here, so if we beat 2, we're in the money again. But yeah, I'm hoping that we can outperform some of these horses and really get going. So, another thing I noticed was people asking, like, how I can tell the horse isn't going to run well and that kind of thing. Well, right here on this screen, next to the 5, the 4, and the 1, you can see pink triangles. Now, those triangles dictate that something is different with a horse. If you go into the paddock, you'll be able to see that those pink triangles mean that the horse is agitated. Sweating badly and agitated and agitated again. So, not really settling well. They're a little bit wound up for some reason. If it was a red triangle, that means they were really sweating up badly and, probably the race is gone. In the same place, you can find blue triangles. A light blue is that they're a little bit calmer, and a dark blue is they're very calm. That might be a little bit of a bad thing, but if you see a light blue triangle, usually it's a good indicator for the race ahead. So you can look at the paddock, you can see how your horse is doing. Very fit, primed to go, coping well. Not a bad set of sentences there. You can go to the tipsters, you can see Cuda 66, shorter price horses, so that's probably going to be the winner. And Let's Not Dwell is going to run very well. So Cuda's probably going to win. Let's Not Dwell is probably going to come in second, and we might come in third. That's kind of what the game's telling us. Now, this is a jumps race, so, people can fall, pull up short, etc. There's lots of things that can happen. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was Cuda, Let's, and then Danny taking this one. Maybe Mystical Dali with a shot as well, shorter odds. But I'm looking for top 3, maybe a top 2 finish here. So that's kind of what you look for. You can see that these little numbers, not numbers, letters after the name in black. That little C means that they have run on this course before. The G is run on the ground before, on the going, so soft, firm, etc. And the D is, I think, run at distance. So either run at distance or won at distance, or run or won on distance, on the ground, going, and the course itself. So that gives you a little indicator. Only 2 horses have actually, won here, I guess. I think it's 1. Also, of course, you've got M and F for filly and mare when it's in pink. You've got S and C for stallion and colt. A G means a gelding, which means you can't breed from it. And the only other thing is the time since they last raced after there. Not much else. F is fell, U is unseated rider, and P is pulled up. So that's kind of like an injury. But yeah, that's about all we can see on this right now. But I know there are a couple more, and I was asked about an R next to the name on one screen. I can't remember what that would be, so it's not something I've seen very often, I don't believe. And so I couldn't really say what that is, but if it comes up, I'll be keeping an eye out for it, and I'll try and figure out what that would mean. So, 2 mile 4, 110 yard classic novices hurdle. It's a class 2 race, novice race, and it is a feature race. 5-year-olds and above. Danny Girl could get something going here, hopefully. So, there is Danny Girl, and wow, that lighting changed. I mean, interesting. First jump, pretty decent for everybody apart from Golden Reputation. I'm not sure what that's about. Donny Andreas out to the front then with Vegas Rich and Cuda 66 now dropping back in alongside Mystical Dali there. You got Let's Not Dwell, then Danny Girl, and Golden Reputation, I guess. We've got 17.5 furlongs, only that first jump done as we come uphill here. So, Cuda's in good position now. Let's Not Dwell at the back with us, so we can expect late challenges there more than likely. Mystical Dali also in 4th place. Not a bad position to be running in right now with this much distance left. It's a decent jump there from Mystical Dali. Cuda didn't jump too badly either, but Dali gets the big jump there up into 4th place, almost 3rd place now. 15 furlongs. Danny Girl at the rear by about a length, or under a length now, but yeah, don't want to get sort of pushed too far back. I really don't want to see us dropping off that much, and we seem to be doing that a little bit, and that's a bit of a bad jump, and we're fading out the picture now. Let's Not Dwell is just about in picture with Golden Reputation. Mystical Dali still there alongside Cuda 66. Donny Andreas on the inside there, and Vegas Rich has still got a couple of lengths out in that lead here with 12 furlongs to go, approaching the fourth jump. Let's see who can get here. We're moving to the inside, back to the outside now. Maybe trying to get some clear air to jump into. Let's Not Dwell right in front of us though, and that's a decent jump there. The pack is starting to close up. You can see Let's Not Dwell moving to the outside, ready to go. Halfway in terms of jumps now. The next jump will be the midpoint, and it will be jumped pretty good there by Cuda, but runs into the back of Donny Andreas, it seems. So Donny there chasing down Vegas Rich. Golden Reputation, Cuda 66, Mystical Dali, and that's a great jump there for a couple of horses. And the whole field bar us is right there in the mix now, with Let's Not Dwell right at the back of that pack, but on the outside making room. Danny Girl still a length or two in the rear of the field. 8 furlongs, my bad, to go. And we're tight on the inside as well. So, going to be short of room now. Vegas Rich with Golden Reputation. Here comes Cuda 66 though. Making some moves here. Donny Andreas might go with him. Let's Not Dwell, Mystical Dali, 2 horses I thought could do well here. They are leaving it a little late. Now we're down inside the final 6 furlongs. Vegas Rich has made all the running in this one. And we will see where we can go. Can Danny Girl find some room on the outside? Does she have that drive to get up into the top 3, top 2? Vegas Rich looks to be lengthening the lead now. But some good jumps there. What a bar jump by Danny Girl, clipping the front. Oh, clipping the front hoofs on that jump. That hurdle just getting a little bit too close for comfort. 3 furlongs to go, and Danny Girl looks to be wanting to make a move here. Golden Reputation now has taken over the lead and is starting to drive away from Vegas Rich. Mystical Dali up on the outside, starting to make some moves. Let's Not Dwell and Cuda in the hunt as well, and here comes Danny Girl. Is it going to be too late? Inside the final 1.5 furlongs. The final jump is pretty decent by Danny Girl. She's got the legs on Let's Not Dwell. Passing Golden Reputation as well. Mystical Dali, my dark horse who I felt could surprise people here, is out in the lead, 1/2 furlong. He's going to hold off Danny Girl, a late charge there. And that's a good second place for Danny Girl. Mystical Dali in first. Let's Not Dwell finishes down in 4th, and Cuda well down the order there. So, pretty decent run. And that's nearly 6 grand, so that puts us in good place. And that's our best run to date. That's our best run. It's our 3rd feature race over this distance. And as you can see, 8th place, 4th place, and now up into 2nd place. We're finally getting to the point where we can compete in feature races. Maybe, we need to pick the right feature races. Make sure the field we're racing against isn't just going to outclass us, but we can make a little bit of money with Danny Girl and keep pushing her up and up and up. So, yeah, I'm fairly happy with that. So, great stuff. Over to Punchestown now with Market Rally, seeing how she runs A, in Ireland, and B, at a longer distance. So 3 mile 4, the Punchestown National Trial Class 2 race. So this is pretty much the same type of thing that Danny Girl just ran, except it's a further course. It's an extra mile to the race. And Market Rally's right up there with Ala Sweep, who is the top rated horse. So hopefully the extra weight that they're carrying sort of brings them down. It's only a couple of pounds, but this is a tight field really until you get down to, well, Biagio's Beauty and below. yeah, this is a very, very sort of interesting field. Course and Distance by Sprightly Walker. On this Going, Market Rally has won before. So, not a lot of experience for this field. Everybody's trying out new distances and grounds and goings and courses and all kinds of stuff. Deacon Lake looks a little bit agitated. And Lord Abounding there with that light blue circle, not circle, triangle. So parading a little lazily, not the best language, but usually I take it as a good indicator, that little blue triangle. And that pink one, agitated and warm. We are parading well, fit and ready to go. Joint favourite with Alice Sweep. I really don't know what to think about that. Oh, I really don't know what to think about that. So, Horse and Machine, the trip was ideal in November at 3 miles. We tried again at 3 miles and we struggled in the grade. It didn't say anything about the run, stayed on the same pace. So maybe we'll handle this extra distance. So, well, if we want to go for the Irish Grand National, this is as good a test as any. So we see 3 mile 4, Punchton National Trial in Ireland, the Class 2 handicap, 0 to 145 for 5-year-olds and above. It's a chase race. The only foreign horse is Market Rally from the UK, being ridden by F. Jacob, and is a 25 to 1 outsider apparently, I think. Not sure why. And Market Rally will go out into the lead early. And there we go. I like seeing things from this side of the rail. So, 27 furlongs to go. Long race. King's Empress, Hold That Tiger. Santa Caterina there. All at the back. Doing okay with Battlements, During, Skeet, Deacon Lake, Biojo's Beauty, Alice Sweep is in the middle of that pack. With finally here, Go Rockin' Robin and Rock Again. Then Market Rally behind the front four, Sweet Return, Champ Barley, Lord Abounding, and currently leading is Dakota Light. Country Romance was unseated at the first, which means that the jockey fell, but the horse kind of made it over. And we can see there that number 9 just in the mix, but we do miss that jump. It doesn't look too bad though. The front 3 now have separated away from Sweet Return, and Market Rally is just leading the chasing pack now. So, yeah, not too bad a start. I feel we're okay here. We are going to need to jump decently well, and we didn't do that there. We were kind of poor, and we fall back behind finally here, Deacon Lake, and in amongst the rest of that chasing pack now. We need to get out of that pack and just slightly ahead, so we've got that clean air to jump into. But again, it's poor jumping. Market Rally does not look as if she is a great jumper. Maybe a better flat racer. But we are on the outside, which I like. We do have Deacon Lake, I think. Or, no, that's Biojo's Beauty with Deacon Lake just on the inside, maybe, ahead of us. That's a decent jump there. Go Rockin' Robin on our outside with Skeet, Alice Sweep on that inside there. Tight on the rail. That number 1 is the favourite we were tied with. And we are kind of running similar race to them at this point. But we're on the outside there. Sort of locked in on the inside. And that could be pretty good. Turning the odds in our favour. That was jump 6 of 18. That's a third of the way through the race. We're approaching the 18 furlong marker, which is again a third of the way in terms of distance. We move slightly to the inside. We've got Alice Sweep right next to us now. Those are the 2 favourites, and they are directly in the middle of this very large field. We still have all the runners, apart from Country Romance, who did unseat the rider in that first jump. And what a bad jump again. Market Rally clipping the front hooves there. And that sort of, at this stage of the race isn't a big deal, but coming into the last 3 or 4 jumps, you want to be jumping those cleanly and making sure that you're, jumping them quick, jumping at the right point so that you can really push on and fight for the finish. If you can't do that, your race is gone pretty much. At this stage, as long as you don't fall or get an injury or unseat the rider, you're going to be in it towards the end if you have the pace. And that's a way, way too early jump for Market Rally. Not jumping well at all and falling down the order somewhat, but still on the outside and still with clear air to run and jump into. So it's only going to take a couple of good jumps for us to get back into things, especially if this horse does indeed have the stamina to run this distance and has the pace to be competitive. I have no idea, absolutely no idea what this horse can do and where we should be looking at in this race. It's going to be a complete test. We've got jump 11 out of 18 coming up here, and that's a decent jump, not a good jump, but a decent one for us. And we're down to the final 11 furlongs. It looks now that Rock Again and King's Empress have pulled up during that last little stretch, so that's 3 horses gone at this stage. And with a large field like this, I'd expect 1 or 2 more to go before the end. But again, we're on the outside here. Right on our inside is looking like Alla Sweep there. And we both jumped that pretty much similarly there. Not much in terms of a difference between us right now. So that could be the battle for the line. 8 furlongs. We're into the final third of jumps. We're into the final third of distance as well. Alla Sweep jumps okay. Market Rally not great. Looks like, is that Dakota Light? Or Battlements going down there as well. Look at that. Not great. Alla Sweep now up into 4th place though. So one of the front runners actually, actually did come off there. But we've got a lot of racing to do here inside the final 6 furlongs. Few more jumps to go, and this is the point where jumping well will win you the race. Alla Sweep is in a great position. Here comes Market Rally. Who jumps well? Market Rally does. Alla Sweep doesn't. We now take over that position and we move up into 4th place. Rockin' Robin up into 3rd with Biojo's Beauty and Champali there in the lead. Just Go Rockin' Robin's going to take that on. Now here comes some chargers on the outside. Skeet and Sprightly Walker. We don't jump that well. Here comes Alla Sweep and Hold That Tiger on the outside of us, and we are falling back and back. I do not believe we have the stamina for this distance. The final 3 furlongs, I think we need to keep over about 3 miles, because this extra has just seen us tumble down to the back of the order pretty much. There are a few horses behind us, but they are well out of it. We look now back towards leaders, and Go Rockin' Robin there. Nice jump. Biojo's Beauty still up there with Sprightly Walker and Champali. Alla Sweep nowhere to be seen. Skeet still trying to make a move here with Hold That Tiger, but Sprightly Walker now is going to charge out inside this final half furlong. Running to the line, Sprightly Walker is going to take this race with Biojo's Beauty trying to hold on to 2nd place, and maybe they're a real fight for 3rd. Alla Sweep with a really disappointing run, as was Market Rally. So, a bit of a shame there. Bit of a shame. Hold That Tiger manages to creep in and grab that 3rd. Champali could have had a good run here, but was riding with an extra heavy jockey. Nearly a stone overweight there. And Skeet finishes in 5th place. So, Market Rally, I believe the trip suited perfectly. Really? I don't believe it did. I really don't believe it did. And if it did, you're not competitive at all. So, I mean, the Irish Grand National, I think, has got to go away. And Market Rally's got to go to auction. got to go to auction. Yeah. We're just not going to make money. So, I can't do anything there apart from sell that horse. I don't feel confident that that horse is going to help us make enough money to get that breeding barn. So, let's hope for a decent price here. We're up to 50s, 60s, 70s. And there we go, 85,000. That pushes us now to 290. So, still got some work to be done, but Danny Girl could be the horse to get us there. You never know. We only need one good run. If we get one good run in a feature race, we could be sort of getting ourselves near where we need to be. So the Sydney Banks Novices Hurdle. Let's look at that. I mean, most of these horses don't have any ratings. So that's kind of interesting. We've got a 121 EastEnder, and Cuda is in there with 109. I mean, running with a young jockey. So we would be top rated, we'd be lowest weighted. Who's our apprentice jockey? Carberry. Okay. So if we look here then, for Carberry, I don't know what his name was. Yeah, P. Carberry. So we get ourselves extra weight advantage. And that should suit. I think that should suit. So 9-7 is exactly what we need. 14 pounds to a stone. So 9-7 plus 7 is 9-14, which is 10, which is bang on the money. That works out so well. Running with an apprentice, which is something people have pointed out as well, that I don't do enough of. I'm not going to look at auctions. I want to get a couple more races in here, or at least this one more race in, just to see, with this apprentice jockey, can Danny Girl get ourselves a big feature win? We're pushing closer all the time. Please do not be agitated. And there we go. We're not agitated. We're not agitated. So, the Amazing Art's going to be carrying extra weight. Guess Who's Back has won both races they were running, but they're only flat races. They're going to be carrying less weight, but they're still 4 pounds heavier than us, and we are the top rated horse in this race. So, best said, Amazing Art do have that blue triangle. Surprise Hanover has that red or pink triangle. Let's go to Huntingdon, and let's see, can we get ourselves a feature race win with Danny Girl? Can we round things off in style? 2 mile 4 furlong, 110 yard, Sydney Bank Novices Hurdle. It's a class 2 race for novices, 5 years or older. And they're off here. On the inside rail is Danny Girl, towards the back with the Amazing Art and Workout Wonder there with her. Then EastEnder and Western Pioneer. Not a bad jump to start things off. 19.5 furlongs left to run, and 9 more fences. So, EastEnder's back there with Fritzy Pickup Man, Surprise Hanover, up to Best Said, and Cuda 66 leading out the chasing pack. Pretty good jump as well there from Danny Girl. She does seem to like to jump well at times. Guess Who's Back is currently running just behind the leader, Cash for Gold. 17.5 furlongs. We've got jump number 3 of 10 coming up. And Danny Girl on the inside, not running too badly in these early stages. Couple of nice jumps. Just hope she doesn't get boxed in against the rail and behind those extra runners. So jump number 3 now with 16 furlongs left to run, and another decent jump by Danny Girl. As long as she keeps jumping fairly well and jumps really well at the last 2 or 3 furlongs, as I said, I think that is the key points of the race where you need to be on form. Still there at the back with Amazing Art and EastEnder, Fritzy Pickup Man, Workout Wonder, Western Pioneer, all in there. You've got Surprise Hanover up to Best Said and Cuda 66 trying to chase down Guess Who's Back. Another really nice jump there up the inside from Danny Girl, and Cash for Gold has led this race for a long time now, continues to do so. Another good jump by Danny Girl, also good from Guess Who's Back, closing the distance on the leader. We're coming up now to 12 furlongs. We're halfway in terms of jumps. Danny Girl ready now to make a move, get up easily into 5th place on the inside. One good jump could put her in contention for 4th, and there are still a number of jumps left to go. 10.5 furlongs. Here comes the next jump after this turn. We will see where we can get. There are a cluster of horses around us, including Western Pioneer, Surprise Hanover, Fritzy Pickup Man, and Workout Wonder. So hopefully we can get things going under 9 furlongs now, approaching jump number 6, the second half of the race. And I think the first half we ran well enough. The front 4 are now within length of each other. It's not a great jump by Danny Girl there. The order doesn't change too much at the front. Cuda 66 is dropping back, however, and that puts Best Said up into 3rd. We still got Guess Who's Back chasing down Cash for Gold. And again, not a great jump by Danny Girl. Some of the field now falling away. We've got Workout Wonder and Fritzy Pickup Man starting to make a move here, trying to keep in touch with the leaders. Cuda 66 trying to battle back into that 3rd position, tight against the rail. Danny Girl now needs to make some room and get into this race. We are under 5 furlongs. We are into the last few jumps here. We round this long left-hander, and Guess Who's Back is falling down the order. And a good jump there by Cuda 66 up in a 2nd place. Danny Girl jumps decently. 3.5 furlongs. Here comes Danny Girl. We need to run really well over this last 3 furlongs to give ourselves a shot. I'm really not sure if we've got what it takes, but we're going to come around the outside of Guess Who's Back. 2 furlongs to go here, and here comes Danny Girl. Decent jump, but a better jump by Fritzy Pickup Man. But there we see the flat, straight speed of Danny Girl into the last jump. Not a great jump. Will come here. EastEnder's pulled up, and Danny Girl running now into 2nd place. Does not have the finish to collect in Best Said. Will run close there onto the line, but will finish about 3/4 of a length, I believe, maybe a little bit more. And Danny Girl just didn't jump that well over the last 3 or 4. Had a little bit to do and was inside and outside a bit too much here. A touch over 3/4 of a length. But that's 2nd place, and that is another 3,500. So pretty decent. Pretty decent indeed. And that back-to-back 2nd places gives me the thought here that 2 miles 4 furlongs feature race class 2, it's what we need to look at. So let's go book another one that we can run in the next video. Let me know what you guys think so far of how things are going, and what we need to do, how we should be lining things up. So that's a grade 2. I mean, that might be a little bit too much of a test. Not sure. Those are big fields. I mean, maybe this is a better race to throw in. So Danny Girl then, We're going to try our luck here over the chase and see how we do. It's not really been a great way for Danny Girl to be racing, but you know, we win there and we don't do too badly in that handicap. So if our form continues to improve, I'd like to see what we can do here in the novice chase. But that's going to wrap things up. So we've sold our horses. We're back up there at 285. Danny Girl isn't winning races, but is earning her keeper maybe a little bit more. She continues to develop. We will be making money. Like I say, we're still just over 100,000 from getting that breeding barn, but it's getting closer all the time. Thanks very much for watching. I do hope you're enjoying the series. Leave your comments and suggestions, as always, in the section below. You know, have your say. You can follow me over at Chris Ormy on Twitter. And I just did a giveaway for Out of the Park Baseball 18. More giveaways hopefully should be coming up over the next few months. And Twitter's probably your best bet where you're going to find out about them first. So, yeah, thanks for being a part of things. I'll see you guys next time as Danny Girl tries to step up to the chase. Till then, guys, y'all take care.